I'm David Toman, author of nootropicsexpert.com. And in this video, I'm going to share with you what I think are the best nootropics for 2024. Now, this is an update to the video I did on best nootropics for 2023, including some changes and update to my stack. Now, the nootropic supplements I talk about in this video are used for boosting decision-making, learning and memory, focus, energy, and motivation, and supplements that, for many, can reduce anxiety, depression, OCD, PTSD, or age-related cognitive decline. I'll also briefly talk about the benefits of using a pre-made nootropic stack instead of individual supplements. And I'll share what I think is the best pre-made nootropic stack on the planet. Now, this is what I think are the best nootropics for 2024. So please do not ask in the comment section below why I did not include this supplement or that supplement, because I'm just not going to respond. Okay? So let's get started on the best nootropics for 2024. I have my favorite nootropics after 18 years of trial and error, and I'll share what I found and use in this video. Because what works for me may work well for you too. The nootropics I'm talking about here are what I use every day. I encourage you to invest a little time and learn how each nootropic supplement that I talk about in this video and how it works in your brain. Because you'll find that many of these compounds work in synergy. Sometimes this translates to smaller doses of each supplement for a bigger benefit. Now, the key to success with nootropics is having the willingness and determination to experiment and find out what works best for you. And there is no one pill solution, no matter what anybody tells you, for repairing and optimizing your brain. It often takes several carefully chosen supplements to get the job done. Fortunately, I found the best pre-made nootropic stack in late 2015, which includes most of the nootropics I've selected for my stack, all packed into 2 capsules in a natural pre-made nootropic stack called MindLab Pro. I'll talk more about MindLab Pro in a few minutes and how it ties into my brain hacking goals. The company that makes MindLab Pro also produces a line of dietary supplements called Performance Lab. They also make a nootropic snack bar that I use when I need an energy boost. They're called nootropic bars. And before I go to the gym, I mix a glass of Pre-Lab Pro. It contains ingredients for mental clarity, more energy, better muscle performance and growth, and quicker recovery. I will include links to all of these pre-made stacks in the notes below this video. Just click the More button below, and it'll open up the notes for this video. If you are new to nootropics or have years of experience but need a refresher on building your own nootropic stack, see my videos on this channel called Beginner's Guide to Nootropic Stacks and another one called How to Create the Best Nootropic Stack. Now, if you are paying attention, you may have noticed that the nootropic supplements I detail in this video, that many of these ingredients are also available in the MindLab Pro formula of only 2 capsules per day, or in the Performance Lab Energy or Performance Lab Caffeine Plus or nootropic bars or Pre-Lab Pro. Each of these nootropic supplement stacks are generally regarded as safe and non-toxic at recommended doses, but your mileage may vary, because how you respond to each of these compounds depends on a host of variables, including genetics, interaction with prescription meds, and your current state of health. So please see my separate video on each nootropic and learn the side effects, the drug interactions, and any other notes or warnings. But in general, these are among the safest cognitive enhancers that we know of. So now I'll talk about each of what I believe to be the best nootropics for 2024. ALCAR has remained in my stack year after year because it's such an important supplement. ALCAR helps transport fatty acids into mitochondria for the creation of adenosine triphosphate, or ATP for short. ATP is your main energy source throughout your day and can boost physical and mental energy. ALCAR is a necessary cofactor for acetylcholine formation, which boosts memory, mental alertness, and fluid thought. The antioxidant properties of acetyl L-Carnitine provide neuroprotection. And ALCAR boosts brain-derived nootropic factor, or BDNF for short, and promotes cerebral blood circulation, or blood flow in your brain. Astaxanthin is one of the few antioxidants that can cross the blood-brain barrier and blood-retinal barrier, benefiting both your brain and vision. As a nootropic, astaxanthin is a potent antioxidant and anti-inflammatory, providing protection from Alzheimer's, Parkinson's disease, and other neurodegenerative diseases. Astaxanthin protects your cells from the destructive effects caused by free radicals and protects cognitive function by increasing cerebral blood flow for better memory and overall cognitive performance. And supplementing with astaxanthin helps reduce cortisol, a biomarker for stress and mental fatigue. Another nootropic that remains in my stack year after year, and that is Bacopa Monnieri, which has been used in Ayurvedic medicine for thousands of years, and is one of the best nootropics for studying. Researchers at Banaras Hindu University in India showed Bacopa Monnieri as effective for anxiety as the benzo drug lorazepam. But unlike benzodiazepines, Bacopa Monnieri did not cause memory loss. In fact, it boosted mental function. Another study done in Portland, Oregon, demonstrated that 300 milligrams of Bacopa Monnieri extract per day for 12 weeks. It improved word recall, it increased attention, it enhanced processing speed, it boosted memory, it improved focus while learning, it lowered anxiety and heart rate. Caffeine is an interesting nootropic because nearly everyone uses it in one form or another. Caffeine is the main active compound found in a cup of coffee and is an adenosine antagonist, which is why it helps prevent you from getting sleepy, which in turn influences acetylcholine, epinephrine or adrenaline, and serotonin, and it boosts the use of dopamine, providing part of the stimulant effect you feel when consuming caffeine. Caffeine assists in the gene expression of brain-derived nootropic factor, or BDNF, which boosts neurogenesis, needed for brain repair and maintenance. And caffeine increases the density of GABA receptors. It potentiates dopamine, and it causes some serotonin receptors to be more responsive, which in turn improves mood within an hour of consuming caffeine. CDP-Choline is on my best nootropics list year after year because it's required for an optimal functioning brain. I switched to CDP-Choline from alpha-GPC a couple of years ago after a study I came across from Japan showed long-term use of alpha-GPC may increase your chance of stroke by 47%. A link to that study is in the original transcript of this video on my website, Nootropics Expert. CDP-Choline is a multitasker because it boosts cognition, mental processing, and brain power. It improves focus and motivation, and it reduces fatigue. CDP-Choline aids in the synthesis of acetylcholine and the release of dopamine. Both neurotransmitters are involved in learning and memory. CDP-Choline also helps the repair of brain cell membranes. The cytidine in CDP-Choline converts to uridine in your brain and works as a bridge between choline and neuron membrane synthesis. Uridine is needed to make phosphatidylserine, or PC, which is needed to repair damaged brain cell membranes. Choline is so vital to cognition and nerve function that, without it, we couldn't move, think, sleep, or remember anything. And one of the best and safest ways to provide your brain and body with the choline it needs is supplementing with CDP-Choline. Another nootropic supplement on my list again this year because many are deficient in omega-3s. And it's affecting their brain in a bad way and they're not aware of why it's happening. DHA is an omega-3 fatty acid. DHA is required for the healthy structure and function of your brain cell membranes. Your brain is made up of about 60% fat, and much of that fat is DHA. DHA enhances brain-derived nootropic factor, BDNF, improving neuroplasticity, which leads to better learning and memory. And DHA acts as an anti-inflammatory by reducing the enzyme COX-2. Now, if you suffer from chronic depression, within a few weeks of adding DHA to your nootropic stack, you could feel the depression lift. You'll think more clearly and quicker. Your memory and ability to learn will improve, and you'll likely have more energy and motivation. But it is very likely you won't think to attribute these improvements to adding DHA to your nootropic stack. Something else will get the credit. The thing is, you cannot get these benefits from fish oil or most omega-3s on the market because the dosage of DHA is too low. And purity is also a problem. It's best to get your DHA from the source, at the same place fish and other marine life get their DHA, and that's from marine algae. A recent addition to my nootropic stack and thousands in our community is a Performance Lab Omega-3. It provides 540 milligrams of DHA and 270 milligrams of EPA made from algal oil from Life's Omega-60 in 3 Nutrigel's vegan soft gels. Another favorite of many, and for good reason, lion's mane mushroom is well known for its neuroprotective effects. It's an ancient Chinese remedy and traditional medicine for improving cognitive performance and overall health. In our modern world, lion's mane makes it into some of the best nootropic stacks. Why? Because lion's mane stimulates enzyme production that releases nerve growth factor. It stimulates the repair and creation of new neurons, or neurogenesis, boosting neurotransmitters and brain cell signaling that affects memory, learning, recall, and mood. And lion's mane helps eliminate brain fog, restoring cognitive dysfunction, memory, and mental alertness. And it lowers anxiety and depression symptoms. Lion's mane mushroom extract is a great complement to any nootropic stack for an immediate cognitive boost. This nootropic is another supplement I include year after year because L-Tyrosine is a precursor to the synthesis of the catecholamine triad of neurotransmitters, including dopamine, norepinephrine, and epinephrine. As your dopamine levels increase, you're better able to concentrate, organize your thoughts, and stay motivated and productive. L-Tyrosine can be an effective treatment for ADHD. L-Tyrosine works in synergy with smart drugs like Ritalin and Adderall by boosting extracellular levels of dopamine, helping these drugs be more effective, and mitigating side effects like crashes when the stimulant wears off. Tyrosine also improves memory and cognition under acute stress. It helps improve decision-making, flow state and creativity, cognitive flexibility, and working memory. L-Tyrosine is a great addition to any nootropic stack, especially if you're dealing with ADHD or ADD, and helping prevent cognitive decline as you get older. For more tips on how to deal with ADHD and ADD symptoms, see my video on this channel called The Best Nootropics for ADD and ADHD. And for help with preventing cognitive decline, see my video called The Best Nootropics for the Aging Brain. You can find both of those videos on this channel. Phosphatidylserine is considered by many to be one of the best nootropics available today because PS helps the efficient transfer of proteins, enzymes, nutrients, oxygen, and glucose into and out of each cell. Phosphatidylserine is involved in the formation and sending of signals within and between neurons. Phosphatidylserine promotes healthy nerve growth factor. Phosphatidylserine supports the neurogenesis needed for long-term potentiation, needed for long-term memory. Phosphatidylserine is involved in building mitochondria, which are the energy centers of each brain cell. And phosphatidylserine works in synergy with DHA for healthy and permeable brain cell membranes. Phosphatidylserine is arguably one of the most effective and important nootropics we have available today. It has a reputation for improving alertness, attention, cognition, memory, recall, and mood. Maritime pine bark extract is also one of the best nootropics around, but relatively unknown in the nootropics community. It's a naturally derived, standardized herbal extract of French maritime pine bark. Pine bark extract helps prevent increases in dopamine, norepinephrine, and the glutathione to GSH disulfide reductase ratio, neurotransmitter problems which contribute to hyperactivity in ADHD. Pine bark extract has also been shown in clinical studies to be as effective as Ritalin in treating the symptoms of ADHD in children. Pine bark extract helps boost blood flow to and within your brain for better overall brain health, because it increases nitric oxide, which helps dilate blood vessels, and helping repair and maintain the health of the linings of blood vessels, which is very helpful to maintain and support overall brain health, maintaining signaling pathways, and leading to improved learning and memory. And Maritime pine bark extract also helps prevent the accumulation of oxidatively damaged proteins, which may help to reduce the risk of diseases like Parkinson's, Alzheimer's, and Huntington's. In Russia, Rhodiola Rosea is widely used as a remedy for fatigue, poor concentration, and decreased memory. It's also believed to help make workers more productive. As one of the best nootropics around, this adaptogen helps reduce stress and fatigue, increase energy, alertness, and stamina, while boosting mental performance under periods of chronic stress. Research shows Rhodiola Rosea can increase attention to detail-oriented tasks by improving concentration over a prolonged period, making it one of the best nootropics for studying. Rhodiola Rosea boosts mood by influencing serotonin and norepinephrine levels in your brain, and the feel-good opioids like beta-endorphins. It also helps with neurogenesis by repairing and growing new neurons, as well as activating the synthesis and resynthesis of ATP, your body and brain cells' main energy source. And one more reason to add Rhodiola Rosea to your nootropic stack: it helps reduce inflammatory C-reactive protein. And salidroside, one of the many components in this incredible herb, protects neurons from oxidative stress-induced cell death. I've recently discovered and added saffron to my list of favorite nootropic supplements. Saffron is the dried stigma of the Crocus sativa plant native to the Middle East, and is the world's most expensive culinary spice, largely due to the way it must be grown and harvested, which is by hand. Saffron has been used for thousands of years in that part of the world as an anxiolytic, a sedative, and antidepressant. Recent studies show saffron is as effective as some popular prescription antidepressants, and can even help alleviate the sexual dysfunction caused by these drugs. Saffron extracts crocin and safranel inhibit the uptake of dopamine and norepinephrine in your brain, which helps improve mood. Saffron inhibits the deposit of amyloid beta, which is associated with the progression of Alzheimer's disease. Saffron also inhibits the breakdown of acetylcholine. It's an acetylcholinesterase inhibitor, just like the current medications used to treat Alzheimer's. Saffron is also a very effective vision supplement. Driving at night is easier on your eyes, and the flicker caused by screens and monitors won't leave you with eye fatigue later on in the day. Saffron improves the oxygen and nutrient supply required for healthy eyes by boosting blood flow in the retina, in the choroid of your eyes. For the best vision supplement on the market, get Performance Lab Vision. I'm serious. Get it. It really works. L-Theanine is another favorite nootropic supplement. It's an amino acid and one of the main natural substances you get from green and oolong tea. Many consider it the best nootropic because when combined with caffeine for its synergistic effect, it lowers blood pressure, it rejuvenates and relaxes, and it boosts thinking ability, improves focus, and puts you in a better mood. This amazing amino acid boosts alpha and theta brain waves, promoting alert relaxation. It increases GABA, serotonin, and dopamine use in your brain, producing an energizing and calming effect and helping you go into flow, and improving cognition and memory. It's an antagonist of NMDA receptors and can inhibit synaptic release of glutamate, protecting your brain from overstimulation caused by glutamate and possible glutamate toxicity. It boosts the use of the neurotransmitters serotonin, dopamine, and GABA in your brain, as well as increasing brain-derived nootropic factor and nerve growth factor. And it helps lower cortisol levels. Most neurohackers report a calming effect within 30 to 45 minutes of taking L-Theanine. Cognition gets a boost and energy levels rise, and it helps suppress the jitteriness caused by stimulants like caffeine. Some report L-Theanine has stopped their anxiety and panic attacks. The B vitamins are included every year in my best nootropics list because they are essential vitamins that should be part of every nootropic stack. And they include vitamin B1 or thiamine, which is needed to produce adenosine triphosphate within mitochondria and is a cofactor in acetylcholine synthesis. Vitamin B2 or riboflavin is needed for the synthesis of adenosine triphosphate in mitochondria, required for metabolism and regulation of thyroid hormones and enzyme processes in every one of your cells. Vitamin B3 or niacin is used in the synthesis of acetylcholine and cerebral blood flow. Vitamin B5 or pantothenic acid is needed to make acetylcholine. Vitamin B6 or P5P is required for the synthesis of dopamine, epinephrine, GABA, melatonin, norepinephrine, and serotonin. Vitamin B7 or biotin is required for fatty acid synthesis for energy production, the formation of myelin sheaths around axons, white blood cell development, and plays a role in gene expression. Vitamin B8 or inositol regulates cell volume, signaling pathways in brain cells, DHA repair, long-term potentiation, and is a component of cell membranes. It regulates cellular metabolism and cellular energy consumption. And vitamin B9, or methylfolate, is involved in DNA and RNA synthesis, gene expression, amino acid synthesis, myelin synthesis and repair, and is required for the synthesis of dopamine, epinephrine, and serotonin. And vitamin B12, or methylcobalamin, is required for the synthesis of the neurotransmitters dopamine, GABA, norepinephrine, and serotonin. You may not realize the full benefit of whatever nootropic stack you put together, including containing CDP-Choline, acetyl L-Carnitine or ALCAR, or any nootropic for that matter, without adding a good quality bioactive B complex. These essential vitamins are possibly the most important and least expensive addition to your daily nootropic stack. Some nootropic supplement labels recommend taking it with a meal. The implication behind this recommendation is that the nootropic is fat-soluble, and it requires some fat for proper absorption and to increase bioavailability. Each of the nootropics I talked about in this video, I have written for individual reviews for each supplement. That includes information about solubility, whether it's fat or water-soluble. You will find links to each of these reviews in the original transcript for this video, which I have linked to in the notes section below this video. To make sure all the fat-soluble ingredients in my stack are absorbed, I use 1 tablespoon of unrefined coconut oil. You can also use extra virgin olive oil or MCT oil, like the organic Performance Lab MCT oil, which I love and have linked to below if you want to try it. This healthy oil provides the fat I need for better absorption of fat-soluble supplements, and I don't have to worry about taking it with a meal. Using MCT or unrefined coconut oil with my stack does not interfere with water-soluble supplements either. It's a win-win. I've tried a lot of different nootropic stacks in the last 18 years, but in late 2015 I finally found one high-quality pre-made stack that covered all the bases, and that stack is MindLab Pro. I've used MindLab Pro as the base for my personal nootropic stack every day since 2015, and continue to use it in 2024. It's that good. In fact, in 2017, MindLab Pro upgraded the formula. Their B vitamins are now their own proprietary Nutrigenesis vitamins, nature-identical nutrients that your body instantly recognizes as food. And then in 2018, their sister company introduced an entire new supplement brand called Performance Lab. The company recognized the demand for more choices when it comes to brain optimization and the need to support the rest of your body. Performance Lab offers the pre-formulated nootropic stacks Performance Lab Mind, Performance Lab Caffeine Plus, and Performance Lab Energy. I also use and highly recommend the Performance Lab Nutrigenesis Multi, which I also use every single day. This multi contains nature-identical Nutrigenesis vitamins and minerals for whole body and brain performance. This is by far my favorite multivitamin, and it works very well with MindLab Pro. In early 2018, I switched from using individual supplements to Performance Lab Energy, because this stack contains the acetyl L-Carnitine or ALCAR, CoQ10, PQQ, and R-lipoic acid that I was buying and using separately, which was more expensive. Performance Lab Energy uses the patented, clinically tested forms of each ingredient in NutriCap's vegan-friendly capsules and no additives. Just pure, tested ingredients that work. In 2019, I added Performance Lab Caffeine Plus, which I use occasionally when energy is running a little ragged or a little low, and I need that extra boost to finish what I'm doing, because it contains natural caffeine from coffee robusta seeds. L-Theanine has suntheanine, L-Tyrosine. It's supported by Nutrigenesis vitamin B2, B6, B9, and B12 for alert, clean energy without the negative side effects like the jitters. Or get a quick boost by using a nootropic bar which contains Norwegian black oats, Nutrigenesis choline, DHA, prebiotic fiber, Phosphatidylserine, and Nutrigenesis magnesium, and Nutrigenesis vitamins D3, K2, B2, B3, B6, B9, and B12. Performance Lab also offers supplement stacks for vision, which contains Astaxanthin and Saffron, which I detailed earlier in this video. They also have one for sleep, a prebiotic flex for your joints, and PreLab Pro, which I use just before I go to the gym for a workout. And they make an effective tea booster for men. Now, I'll provide links to each of these pre-made stacks in the notes section below this video. Just click the More button and it'll open up the notes. Now, you don't need to use the pre-made nootropic stacks by Performance Lab. You can get individual supplements and assemble your own nootropic stack, tailored specifically for you. I only offer the Performance Lab pre-made supplements because I personally use them, because they work. And I do get paid an affiliate commission if you buy any of them using the links I provided below in the notes section. So if you do buy any of the supplements that I recommend, thank you. If you're feeling frustrated finding your ideal stack, my hope is that this video provides the pointers you need to create your best nootropic stack. Each nootropic I've featured in this video works. How do I know? Because I use them every single day. But I'm not the only one. Hundreds of thousands of people, just like you and I, have found success with these nootropics too. So that's my report on the best nootropics for 2024. If you want to see more detail, including the clinical studies I talked about, go to nootropicsexpert.com, my website, and search for the best nootropics. Or click on the link below this video. There you'll find a full transcript for this video over on my website. And you'll also find dozens of articles on all the well-known nootropics over on Nootropics Expert. If you haven't already, download your free copy of Secrets of the Optimized Brain. It's nearly 100 pages and contains details on 92 of the most popular nootropics used today. In the second edition of my book, Head First, The Complete Guide to Healing and Optimizing Your Brain with Nootropic Supplements, is currently out of stock, because I'm trying to find a new publisher. Hopefully by the time you see this video, Head First will be back on the shelves and available. Head First, the second edition, is 962 pages and is going to be available again in hardcover, paperback, or iPad or Kindle. Get a copy when it's available again on Amazon, Barnes & Noble, Apple Books, Walmart, and other places where books are sold. I've provided links to each store below in the notes section for this video. And if you could use some personal help with choosing the right nootropics or figuring out how to deal with your own brain health issues, consider booking a personal consultation with me. You'll find a link to my calendar below in the notes section. And if you want to see more videos on all the best nootropics used today, subscribe to this channel before you leave. I'll be putting up new videos on nootropics and optimizing your brain every week. I'm David Toman, author of Nootropics Expert.